Hey folks, welcome back as we play through Final Fantasy Renaissance. Just looking at our characters, I did not realize that Lieutenant Dan has a minus 6% evade. That's pretty rough. I guess that chainmail does a number on him. Ooh, and those copper gauntlets a bit bad. In any case, I was figuring we would probably just hang out here in the Elfland, get a level or two for the characters, buy them some spells, and then we'll continue into the Marsh Cave. One thing I have learned while doing these videos is that it is pretty hard sometimes to both control the game and talk, because you're talking one set of words and meanwhile you're trying to think of commands that you're going to be entering into the game, and oh gosh, that's sometimes hard to do two things at once. There we go. Now Kelly has restored her spell charges. Well, not having fire damage is going to be rougher, but we'll at least try to paralyze. And yes, you'll note that sometimes when Jessica here casts regeneration, that sometimes it heals a character and sometimes it doesn't heal a character, and that's due to the trait of Druidic, I think it's called, or Druidcraft or something like that. Anyway, that gives her a chance whenever she applies a buff to a character that it heals 1 to 5% of their hit points. And so sometimes we get that, sometimes we don't. And now I don't want to do the weapon store just yet. Let's take a look here. Magic. Okay, you got what you're going to get for magic there. You got the one spell you're going to get. Let's look up a level 4 spell for Lieutenant Dan. Sleep, fast, confusion, ice. Well, ultimately, we're going to go with fast. But for now, I think ice is the way to go. Let's check status. He is 17 damage plus 23 to hit. 14 damage, 23 to hit. Okay, so that's only 3 damage less, but when this character class fights unarmed, his hit percentage is actually doubled. So I think we're going to go with him unarmed from now on. Let's just try a fight out. Wow. Sometimes it's fun to use the terrain ability and just kind of randomly get whatever you get. I think we're pretty well off there using unarmored combat for Captain Jack. I think we got a pretty well synergized team here. Nope, wait. No, magic. Okay. That's also a problem with using the terrain thing, is muscle memory sometimes thinks I'm going to go cast one of his spells, but it's a different spell when you go to a different area. Now, do you actually have... Huh. No, that must be in the forest that he has the ability to remove poison. I don't even want to fight those things. Let's just get out of this encounter. Hooray! All we did was waste a lot of time and lose 75 gold pieces. You know what? I should try to mug that ogre for some gold. There we go, that's just a little bit of extra cash. Yeah, I guess I just don't have much thrilling commentary to add today. Sorry about that, folks. Guess I must not have slept well enough to recharge my creative juices. Oh, that was a real good fire spell there, Lieutenant Dan. I think we've got enough oomph in the tank to go one more fight. Oomph, yeah, that's a very scientific measurement for our magic capacity. Didn't you know? Alright, let's sell those nunchucks that we're not using. Because, you know, I gotta get value. Alright, let's get our other characters besides Lieutenant Dan. Copper bracelets. Ah, you couldn't get it because you were full of crap. Well, I'll get that for you in just a sec, Jessica. Let's sell. Never was wearing cloth or any body armor to begin with. We are going to need a few more pures. We're also going to need some tents. Okay, let's just go back up to Sonaria after we level up. Yeah, silly me, forgetting that all their hit points were doubled. I thought that Shining Flare spell might have killed them all. Oops. Miscalculation on my part. Wait, that was a single foe? Yeah, that was a single foe. And I am actually just going to change their order just because pretty low on hit points. And you know me, I don't like to have my characters die. Nope, nope, not that. Okay, so we figured out that water damage doesn't do much to them. Let's just attack, I suppose. Okay, not quite enough to stay at the inn, but that's all right. And now we do have enough to stay at the inn. It's going to be a long time until we get to the next level, I think. We'll just save and make our way over to the Marsh Cave. Hey, if worst comes to worst, we'll always just reload. Ooh, sorry, wolves, but we are going to the Marsh Cave and don't want to spend time fighting. Oh, I see you picked up some friends since last we met. Well, sorry again. No, Mr. Ogre. Wow, you have been super cool about that running. Oh, here's where the wheels fall off, isn't it? Yeah. Have some paralyzation, team. Oh, gosh. Okay. Now the only thing that I don't like is that I'm going to do this treasure hunt in here. Okay, nothing in this direction. Of course, they have to stick it farthest away from the entrance. I mean, that one is almost too easy. Probably at the north end of the level. I would have thought for certain there would have been something over on this side. You know what? No. We're just definitely going to get out of this one. Okay. Alright, well, we'll get that thing later. And I guess while we're at it, let's take a look at that bone armor. Who's got the bone armor? You got the bone armor. No one can use it, and it's not worth all that much, so we're just gonna drop that. Okay, now she's got her armor. Okay, that's 15 minus 15. 24 minus 23. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't know why I walked into the room. Maybe I thought that there might be treasure in there, but yeah, I am just going to walk up to this corner and search. Nope, nothing up in that corner. General area. Nope. Further south. No. I know, it's right next to it. It's like a level-wide game of hot-cold. Yeah, I mean, I could be progressing the story, but I also could be looking for treasure. Alright. Now, if I had been wise, I would have saved the limit break for this fight, but I wasn't. What are we gonna do? Absorb rating? Yeah. Inflicting darkness. If they're blind, they will suck at hitting us. Ooh, Lieutenant Dan. Magic item. Okay, you know what? We're going to come back to get those treasures later, and we'll get that last piece of loot then. Ooh, Kelly. Move, 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 move. That's right. And okay, I'm guessing it's approached from the south side. Okay, maybe we can't run. That would suck. It applies poison resistance. Well, at least we won't get any more poisoned, right? Oh. Non-elemental damage. Does that mean it won't do a crap against them? Oh, problem is solved. Alright, so one to the north. Oh gosh, is there going to be treasure in the section of the dungeon we didn't even go to? Possibly. Okay. Oh no, what a swerve. That guy was really ass-toast this whole time. I wonder what mugging him would do. Okay, let's see. We'll do that. I mean, the whole thing is he's going to rub one of us out. Lieutenant Dan got rubbed out. Damn, might as well. I mean, won't do much, but... Okay, actually, can you benefaction? Yes, please. Have not recharged. Ooh, what did I have in reserves here? Wind damage, fire damage to all, tangle vine. If I can paralyze them. Nah. Oh, good job, Captain Jack. Golly, recharge your spells there, Kelly. He's gonna start rubbing us out again. Oh gosh, Captain Jack got slowed. Well, he's junk now. Yeah, good job, Captain Jack. Level ups for everyone except Dead Lieutenant Dan. No, run. Don't do the buttons I push, do the thing I want you to do. Yeah, I am going to use the cheap clinic and the cheap inn. Well, you got a problem with that? Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, you Sahaguin. I'm probably not going to have long enough of a fight to even bother doing that, but why not? We'll cast regeneration anyway for fun. Yep, didn't even get any of them with the Druidcraft heal. Oh, poor Jessica. Poor Jessica. No. That's the input I want. Thank you, team. Oh, right, I need to restock on heal potions. And there's a start. Yes, the most powerful herb. Oh, you fuzzy little imps. So cute. So slaughterable. Oh, gosh. I'm sick of killing you, Sahaguen. Just leave us alone. Now, before we go into the castle, let's learn some level 4 magic. Suppose I can get fast for Lieutenant Dan, but let's look up what we can get for Jessica. Pure? No. Anti-ice? No. Anti-mute? Yeah, how often do we get muted? Reflect. For 2 turns, most magic spells aimed at the target are redirected to an enemy of the target instead. Well, that would have been pretty cool to use in the Astos fight. I mean, I'm going to say it. That way we could Astos to rub himself out. Oh, dirty, dirty boy. Dirty boy. Oh, so many key moment sounds. Hey, you want to move out of the way? Thanks. Oh wow, look at all that crap to sell. Oh wow, look at a town next door for us to sell crap. Actually, I'm going to check. Nope, Jessica cannot use a silver hammer. Oh, but you know what? Jessica could use that. Okay, first we're going to go up north. We'll take care of Castle Scenaria. Reese. No. Castle Scenaria with the key, thanks. Then we'll restock on supplies in town, go to the Temple of Fiends and unlock some doors, sell all the crap we just got. Oh gosh, iron staff. There I was, buying an iron staff like a sucker. I don't know if anyone on the team can use that silver knife yet, so I'm not going to sell it. Sell that extra copper bracelet, thank you. And now, no, I'm not going to save a lot of money for level 5 spells. Oh, there's all the things the ninja can throw. Yeah, for 5,000 gold a pop, not too keen on buying that stuff. No, exit. Yeah, look at that. How dirty of a face you have when like only your eyes show. Lieutenant Dan, you dirty boy. Well, that was an uneventful trip. Okay, these are runnable, right? Yes. Let's take a look. Silver sword, 20, 30, 15, 18, 15. Yeah. Okay, no one else can use a silver knife. Got it. So this and the wear sword really are just vendor bait. Okay, this done. Oh, for crying out loud, you know, I never even checked to see if there were treasures at Northwest Castle. Well, what is my problem? No, not buy. Sell more. Okay. Now, okay, we want to go to Elfland. We're going to go first. Gosh. Yeah. Let's do Marsh Cave first, yeah. Okay, I think you guys are actually weak to water, right? Because you're humans and not technically a water creature. I don't know, we'll find out. Yeah, not particularly weak, but also not resistant. Yeah, I'll call that one a draw. Okay. Plenty of open spots there. Got plenty of heals, tents, pures. Okay, yeah. Back to the Marsh Cave, this time for looting. Wow, that was a lot of steps. And yeah, still not really keen on extra fights that I don't need, thanks. Alright. To the north end of the dungeon. Try and find that last bit of treasure we did not find. Alright, there we go. And just gonna dip in here. Of course, there probably will be 3 treasures or so to find there, but that's how I'm going here. Yep, treasures. Alright. Alright, well that's a lot of hidden really close bys. Oh, another copper bracelet. I mean, what are the odds that it's at the end of this hallway here? Medium helmet? What the? Don't know that I ever... anyone. 2 absorb, -3 evade. Yeah. Oh, resist poison. Well. Jessica doesn't need that because she is resistant to poison already. Okay, got all the treasure from here. Got all the loot on this floor. I guess back down. You know what, we could just step outside and tent up again. Yeah, let's do that. Just to recover from these few battles we've had along the way. Well, I'm surprised Jessica could run. I was about to say, well, without Lieutenant Dan and our party available to run, we're screwed. But nah, we were just gently molested. Okay, gotta go this way around. Yeah, you scum. Wow, all that just for a heal potion. Alright, we got the bottom row of rooms to go through, and then one more treasure to find down on this level. Everything's okay. Pew pew. Forced combat. Yeah, but they don't attack. Gosh. Okay, let's hope you don't do that right away, that they get a make an attack before you do. Nope. Okay. Of course. Just to save his ass. Yeah, that's what we'll do. No, actually, you cast that. You do that. Not enough key. Ah. Okay, Lieutenant Dan needs some healing here. Get out of the way. I suppose we bought the Pures to use. Can we even run from this fight? I don't know, but let's find out. Good job, Captain Jack. You're not going to take that getting punched in the face. General area. Cool. So you're saying there's a chance. Stupid bard instrument. You know, Jessica, the harden spell only works if you get it on your allies before they are attacked. We'll just roll with that. Okay, so general areas back over this direction. Huh. Is it back in that room? Yep, it's in that room. Crying out loud. Yeah, and whatever we find in here is not going to be worth. Well, it's actually worth something. Oh, Geomancer, you can use it. Cool. And now, we are all ready to leave. Ah. Running, we're just running around and we're running hopefully back to town. But first we're gonna do the Northwest Castle because it's a hassle, so we're running. We're running from our foes, we're running. We got real calloused toes, we're running. And now we're paralyzed, so maybe we're gonna get killed by these guys. But no, we're okay. We're okay, folks. We're okay. And out. Nice. Now, just a quick trip to the Northwest Castle. grab some loot, maybe find extra hidden loot. Maybe some fat loots. Not really so important when we don't have a bard in the party, but fat looted girls, they make the rockin' world go round. Ooh, very close by. Over there. I cannot access it from that way. I'm gonna have to go all the way around to get that one. Oh, wow, that's pretty close. It's somewhere in the stupid throne room. Ah, and I walked right into that. Cannot carry, and don't really want. Let's take a look here. Yep, I got 2 copper bracelets to sell. A falchion has an irregular blade? What do you mean the blade's irregular? Alright. Now, it goes over here. Oh, over here? Yeah. Okay, now I gotta leave. Then I go back into the throne room, I'm pretty darn sure. More copper. Okay, let's drop. There we go. Okay, we'll fight our way back. Sure, why not? Yeah, the regeneration spell doesn't do so much when you don't actually have a long combat. What? Oh, you are out of fire spells. Well, just throw some ice. I know it doesn't do squat against them, but do it anyway. Ice 2. Oh, I mean, he actually shouted out, "Ice to meet you." Yeah, like a badass action hero. Or Mr. Freeze. Yeah. Nope, not bye. Power staff. Silliest item around. Alright, we're going to have some, well, plenty of spell points for, let's actually go back to the inn. Plenty of Okay, words. Let's get you in the right order here. We are going to have plenty of gold to buy 5th level spells for Jessica when we get to Melmond. That's what I wanted to say. Because Lieutenant Dan, you're all maxed out on the spell levels you can get. Kelly, you just learn your magic wherever. Captain Jack has no magic. So yeah, Jessica is now the only thing we're spending money on until we get an airship. Jessica and consumable stuff. But we'll proceed in the next session. For now, I'll say thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.